Hi there and welcome. Today, we're diving into a super important math skill, factorizing. Factorizing can be defined as rewriting an expression as a product of its factors, which when multiplied together, give the original expression. To do this, we first need to rewrite each term in the expression as a product using the highest common factor. Let's start with something simple, 5x plus 5y. The goal is to find the HCF for both terms. Clearly, it is 5. We then factor 5 from each term. We are now left with x plus y in the brackets. Notice that when you expand the brackets, you get the original expression 5x plus 5y. Let's try 8x plus 12. 4 is the largest number that can divide both terms. Hence, the HCF is 4. We will rewrite each term in the expression using 4. We can rewrite 8x as 4 times 2x, and rewrite 12 as 4 times 3. We then factor 4 from each term, and we are left with 2x plus 3 in the brackets. Again, when you expand the brackets, you should get the original expression 8x plus 12. By the way, you can also work out the terms that should go inside the brackets by dividing both terms in the original expression by the HCF. In this case, 4. Factorize minus 2x plus 6. We will use minus 2 as the HCF since the expression begins with a negative term. So we will need to rewrite both terms using negative 2. We can rewrite negative 2x as negative 2 times x, and rewrite 6 as negative 2 times negative 3. We then factor negative 2 from each term, and we are left with x minus 3 in the brackets. Again, when you expand the brackets, you should get the original expression negative 2x plus 6. Factorize 2x squared minus 4x. For 2 and 4, the common factor is 2, and for x squared and x, it is x. Therefore, the HCF for the expression is 2x, so we will need to rewrite both terms using 2x. We can rewrite 2x squared as 2x times x, and rewrite negative 4x as 2x times negative 2. We then factor 2x from each term, and we are left with x minus 2 in the brackets. Again, this is of utmost importance. When you expand the brackets, you should get the original expression 2x squared minus 4x. Let's try negative 3x minus 6. The expression begins with a negative term, so we use negative 3 as the HCF. Hence, we need to rewrite both terms using negative 3. We can rewrite negative 3x as negative 3 times x, and rewrite negative 6 as negative 3 times 2. If we factor negative 3 from each term, we are left with x plus 2 in the brackets. Expand the brackets, you get the original expression, negative 3x minus 6. For this expression, we need to find the HCF for each variable. We already know that the HCF for 21 and 14 is 7. For x squared and x cubed, the HCF is x squared since it has the smaller power. For y and y squared, the HCF is y. So the HCF for the entire expression is 7x squared y. Now let's rewrite each term using 7x squared y. We can rewrite the first term as 7x squared y times 3, and we can rewrite the second term as 7x squared y times 2xy. Now factor 7x squared y from each term, and we are left with 3 plus 2xy in the brackets. Now what if we have a 4-term expression like this? We simply factorize them in separate groups. For the first group, the HCF is 2, and for the second group, the HCF is x. Factoring 2 from the first group leaves y minus p in the brackets, and factoring x from the second group leaves us again with y minus p. So yp can be factored from both terms, leaving us with 2 plus x in the other bracket. Thanks for watching, and remember, practice makes perfect. See you next time.